Readers, today we're going to learn about asking questions and building theories. If you haven't already done so, get out your reading learning intention sheet, fill in the date, and today as a reader I am working on building theories. Readers, as we read texts, it's really important that we're thinking about what we're reading. So, you have been reading multiple sources on a topic or multiple texts. It's important that as you're doing that, you think, what do these texts have in common, and what am I learning? And after you've thought about that, it's important that you take the next step and think, what can I infer? So we're going to do a little bit of practice with that today. We're going to read about immigrants and why they left home. We're going to first read this article, and then we're going to read a page from a book. Readers, this is called Why They Left Home, and this is from Blend Space. So if you would like to go back and read this again or take a note on it, you may certainly do that. The late 19th century America was seen as the land of opportunity, and New York City as the gateway. After the unification of the United States at the end of the Civil War in 1865, through foreign eyes, America began to emerge as a country where discrimination was intolerable and freedom was promised to all who entered. As the United States economy grew, other countries' economies weakened. Many European countries suffered from economic hardship. Crop failure resulted in loss of jobs and famine. Although poverty became a problem in Europe, which helped fuel the mass migration, it was not the only obstacle Europeans faced. So readers, right now I'm going to think to myself, what am I learning? Go ahead and share with your partner quickly what you're learning. Now we'll continue to read this article. Religious and political freedom were two of the reasons for the colonization of the New World. In the late 19th century, religious and political freedom were once again a factor in the migration of millions. Italy was one of the countries that lacked religious freedom. The ruling Catholic Church imposed their belief on all Italians, creating the desire for religious autonomy. New York City was a haven for all people from all religions and all nationalities. The instability of the Italian government and the fear of being ruled by Spanish, Austrian rules caused Italians to flee, many of who later replaced Irish in laborer jobs. Similar to the Italians were the Eastern Europeans, who also had a shortage of jobs due to the Industrial Revolution. Once again, readers, I want you to go ahead and think about what you have learned from this article. Share that with your partner. Readers, now we're going to read this page from the book, Ellis Island. As we read, think about what you are learning. In many countries, people were so poor that they could not feed their children. In other countries, people were punished because of their religions. Millions of these people heard stories about the United States. In the United States, people could practice a religion without fear. If they worked hard, one day they could buy a house and send their children to college. All right, readers, let's think. What did you learn from this page? Quickly share that with your partner. Now, readers, we need to put together the article and this page from the book and think about what we're learning from both and what we can infer. Share with your partner some of your inferences. Readers, as I read this, I learned that life in an immigrant's home country was quite difficult, that people had many hopes for America and what it would be like. And then I went on to infer that people were really willing to risk a lot to make a better life for themselves. So readers, as you read today, you are going to go through these 3 steps. You're going to read multiple sources on a topic, and this is no different than what you've been doing every day. so you're just going to be continuing to do that. You are going to think about what the texts have in common and to think about what you are learning. And then you are going to think about what you can infer. And then, of course, your fourth and final step would be to write a note about that. Let's make it a great reading day.